The United Nations Security Council members were all ears when the Assistant Secretary-General delivered his report on Tuesday. Atul Khare was sent on a fact-finding mission to the Democratic Republic of Congo to investigate UN peacekeepers' response to the mass rape of more than 240 women and children in the northern Kivu province. His verdict was blunt.
While the primary responsibility for protection of civilians lies with the state, its national army and police force, clearly, we have also failed. Our actions were not adequate, resulting in unacceptable brutalization of the population of the villages in the area.
A horrific picture emerged of a female population living in constant fear with no end in sight.
For them, there is no safe place. They are raped when harvesting crops, when going to the market, when fetching water and firewood, when carrying their babies, when in their homes at night among their loved ones.
The atrocities happened over 3 days in 13 villages. The local base for the United Nations peacekeeping force is just 30 kilometres away. Khare has recommended more random peacekeeping patrols at night. He also suggested installing signal towers for handheld communication devices to overcome the lack of mobile phone coverage in the area so that people can contact the UN directly. But the DRC made it clear that if international soldiers cannot help protect civilians, then they should get out altogether.
If your council believes that MONUSCO cannot help us in this area, then its presence would be totally useless, and you would then have to draw the appropriate consequences, clearly, to withdraw it, and let us deal with our own demons.
The UN took its first steps into peacekeeping into the DRC in 1960 in response to post-independence instability. Troops withdrew 4 years later. They returned in 1999 to again help stabilise the country, which had been racked by civil war in the wake of the Rwandan genocide. Despite a current budget of $1.3 billion a year, this latest incident has once again called into question the effectiveness of the UN's presence in the DRC.
I feel personally guilty to the people who have suffered this brutalization, and I trust that we, all of us, will indeed do better.
Cath, Al Jazeera at the United Nations, New York.